Hey Bob, you alright?
Uh,
How are you?
fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I'm okay.
Um, any progress done?
Uh, Small amounts. Anonymous has made a chunk of a progress. I'm about to do some work in game.
So you're working to towards a Java server, right?
Towards what?
Towards a Java server, right?
No, that's more that Jojo managed to get one done in Java. I've
So
managed to get one done in JavaScript, and Anonymous has been working on the C++ implementation because that's what we will go with. However, that doesn't mean that Jojo didn't want to try and get his Java one done, so we at least have a foundation to try and figure out and work from,
okay.
is the way that he saw it, which is understandable.
So basically, Anonymous is going to do the whole server by himself.
No.
Because I am now working and struggling quite a bit, as you might imagine, with him, with the server.
Yep.
Um, this heartbeat system is basically done. I need to just um, parse the actual IP and port and send them to with a post request to whatever IP to whatever like URL is going to be for heartbeat. Um, is this relevant?
Sorry, just say that last bit again.
Um, is what I am doing now relevant? That is, I am finishing this heartbeat system, and
Yes.
also I have created like proper, proper how's it called object-oriented stuff for server and whatever.
Right. Yes, it's still, how do you, like, needed, wanted.
Well, I'm afraid that Anonymous will just do that by himself.
Shouldn't do, because if you've done it, then it's done.
Oh, okay.
He's
Also,
he's
I
still
have my
tasked with making the network work. So, that's nothing that you need to worry about.
yeah, okay. Also, I have made actually quite a big chunk of progress into understanding how the set velocity function in Lua works, and I think I'll be done sooner rather than later. Uh, by done, I mean able to answer the question, is it at all possible? Because apparently it involves invoking the actual C functions.
Okay.
So that's quite interesting.
As long as we're getting everything progressing and as long as it is progressing still, then we'll be just fine.
Uh,
Okay, so currently I'm going to get this server back up and running because apparently it's gone down. Yes, it has.
what
USA West Coast, socket error, E timeout. Need to look at why this keeps causing this random timeout.
Is it like not the first time?
Sorry?
Is it not the first time?
No, it keeps randomly doing it.
Oh. Do you have like different implementations? Because
No, they all do it randomly.
oh, okay.
Okay. I just love it when Explorer crashes. There we go. GitHub server old delete.
I just love these C functions. To CBOR, to BSON, to CSON, to MSGPen.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
I know what you're saying. I've also just found that we can write C for our, what's it called? Basically, we can use the C language on Node.js, which means we don't have to rebuild the bridge. We can just make C work with it.
Oh, that's good.
We,
Wait, why is like the rebuild warranted with respect to bridge? I don't think like languages should be connected in such a way.
well, I can
I
make
mean,
the C stuff work because at part of its core, Node.js can um, like it reads, what's it called? C-based things, which is how it integrates with its core. Integrates with Windows at its base level and various other operating systems.
okay, but the question was quite a bit different. I mean, we were talking about so if we start rewriting the server in C++, why does it need? Why does the bridge need to be rewritten then?
It shouldn't have to be rewritten because we can do it in Node. And for whatever Node doesn't have, we can write compatibility for it in C++ or C Sharp.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Which means we can add the compatibility for it, unlike the Java, where we can't add anything if Java doesn't already have it. We'll have to rewrite the entire library. Okay, so we keep getting a E timeout on the servers and that's occurring in index.js, line 214. 214, which isn't there. But because we have this here, we can add a bit of extra functionality. So if it's equal to that, or, and that's what that means or, we can then do err.code equal to e-timeout. Is that what it was? E-timeout? Yes, e-timeout. There we go. Now we should no longer get a crash for e-timeout. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that is now that done. Commit. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to create a pull request to pull it into master. Okay. Now, one thing we are going to do before we commit this is we're just going to test it. There we go, node. Yep, still runs. As long as it still runs, we're fine. So, now that that's done, we can go through with our pull request. And there we go. Now that's more tidied up. Now what we actually have here is all the information for how to set up your own server as well. Now it's not complete, as you can see, and this is why we're not ready to give it away. Secondly, this is the Node.js implementation and not the oh, we actually changed page there. Let's fix that. There we go, set up. So as you can see, we started putting this all together, but we haven't finished it. There's lots still to do with it. And secondly, there's, how do you call it? Basically, we're rewriting it in C++, making it hopefully easier for all of you to do something with it. But there's a lot still to do with it, so it's going to be a little while. And this is the code for the new server we're building. So that's that. Now, what we're going to do, let's get this server back up and running. So if we do, what was it? There we go. What am I missing here?
Sage, do you
Yeah.
have something that I can test my post request on?
There should. You on about for the polling or heartbeat?
Yeah.
Yes. How can I set this up so that it's going to work best for you? What is the URL it's sending it to?
It's sent into put URL here. So it
Okay,
doesn't.
I will give you one to put there. What was I doing? Oh yeah, setting up backend for you. Add clone. Come on, download. There we go. Okay, let's quickly test that.
Will it somehow answer?
Whoops. I'm just testing it quickly.
No, I'm just asking.
Oh, what was the question?
Um, will it somehow answer my post request?
Will it somehow what?
Will it somehow answer my post request, or is it
Uh,
just?
it will do when it's done, yes. I'm just currently setting up because you're the first to get that implementation done. Okay, it is definitely working and the port is definitely open. Okay, I will private message you the IP to put. There you go. And then /heartbeat is where you need to send it to.
Thank you.
Okay, so /heartbeat is there. Obviously, we'll receive various sets of data, which we can comment that out for now. The way that I would like it to work, if we can, is when it's starting, it sends like a starting or ready or something to here on a new, slightly modified URL. And then what happens is I return a custom ID for you, which is for that server. And then that way I know which server to update in the log that I have here. Okay, so res.send new ID. No, we send 200 for OK. Or do you want me to send literally the word OK? I'll send OK. All right, let me know when you're ready to attempt testing this.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I am not ready currently because I have.
Okay then.
Maybe like that. No. No, you just can you make it so that for the like next 15 minutes it will just on an incoming post request it will just send OK or something
Yeah,
like that
you can
or
send
any.
to heartbeat and it'll automatically send OK back.
Yeah, right. I just have to fix this compiler error and I'll be done.
Okay. I too am currently working on things. What was it to set the views folder? Index.ejs, sorry, no. Let me just pull up some code. What was it? What was it? What was it? To those of you that wanted the USA West Coast server to be back online, it is now back online if you wouldn't mind trying it. At little whatever. We'll come back to it. Where is my code for doing this? Is it this file? Yes, this has it. Pages/index. There we go, that's better. Okay, well, I would say that that server is working. Yep, agreed, definitely looks good. Okay, right. Since that's working, Control-A, Control-D, there we go. We can now close that without having to worry. Bob, how is it going with the pinging to server lists?
Very bad.
Why is that?
Are you waiting for me?
Yeah, you said you wanted to try and ping it.
Um, Forget about that for like the next 2 days, basically.
Why is that?
I well, that's my second day of C++, and is very bad. I don't understand what everything. I don't know. Compiler just throws stuff at me, and I
Oh,
don't understand what that means.
well, do you want to drop me a screenshot? Maybe I can help you. 5253. 5253, West Coast, USA. 5253, excellent. Start.
Streaming or something.
Game, play, free roam. And this is supposed to be the Italy map. Italy, there we go. Oh, I thought you was going to use Italy. I guess I better change. And hey, George. All the comments come from. One night it's all YouTube, the next night it's all Twitch. Where are you YouTube viewers at tonight? It's going okay, George. Hello, Raul. Sorry, not sure exactly which one it is, but hell, at least we've got some reply from YouTube there. Definitely a lot more people on Twitch right now, though. How many people are there on Twitch for BeamNG right now? Let's take a look. Hey, we're currently the most viewed under BeamNG. Sorry, most viewed. One with the most viewers. Feel quite special now. Okay. Okay, George. Have a good night. Okay. So, we click join. Ace. We're in. Let's get a car. Oh, okay, you're down in the docks, I see. Okay, I'm heading down to the docks now. Dr. Moab. Oh, BeamNG crashed. Yep. Hmm. I guess I'm not now. It's okay, we'll do it again. Gotta wait for my game. I will spawn in the dockyards this time.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, looks like my mic stopped working for some reason there.
Ah,
Currently streaming again tonight.
bro. How's today's work of coding been going?
Sorry.
How's today's coding episode been going?
Currently playing around with the Java server. Sorry, JavaScript server. I know that we're not going to be using it, but I felt it was worth some updates and to stop it constantly crashing. Well, I say constantly, it only crashes once every day or so, but even still, you know,
Yeah,
we need
fair
to
enough.
resolve that for while the new server is still being done. And since I can work very quickly in Node.js, we might as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
Open PowerShell here, node, oops, index. Excellent. We now have the potential for collecting input in the server console, which I think would be very, very interesting.
What will
So,
it actually allow you to see?
sorry.
What will it allow you to do? What additional features will you get from
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm implementing a system into the server so that we can type commands into the server directly. And then what we can do is we could do, for example, say hello world. And what that will do is it will send it to all connected clients.
it? Ah,
So we
nice.
could announce this server is going down for a restart, please bear with,
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
that's a good idea. Yeah. You could have automatic restarting in.
I could, yeah, but I don't want to do automatic restarting because if players are in the middle of doing something or there's 101 reasons why that could be a bad idea.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
Um, okay, and we'll just run another test there. There we go. Cool. switch based upon input position 0. If it is equal to say, then what we do is what would it be? What would it be? Okay. Where is it? There it is. Hmm. Why is this not working then? What if we do splice? Okay, let's try that. Alright, the fighter. I don't know if you happen to be watching the stream, but I'm currently working on revising the code that the servers run on. Sending say again. And then once it's revised, obviously I'll be updating the server accordingly.
Awesome.
I don't know if you're able to update the Discord chat, Davey.
Which chat do you want me to update?
Discord, when like someone asks me or talks to me specifically, if you can, just let me know.
Yeah, can do.
Okay, so command equals say hey, and the other one doesn't. That should work. What have I missed here? Not split, splice. hey, Dave Games Master. Is that you, Davey?
It is.
Ah, hello. And oh hey, I don't saw you're online. Sekono, welcome back. Okay, so how can we make this into a working system? Because the first part works, it just doesn't want to do the second part. Okay, so first word is that. Why is remaining text that? Unless input array is modified. That could be an option.
Sakono's asked, are you working on the bridge? What's the topic today?
No, today I'm actually working on the servers a little bit. I know we're trying to make the new ones, but obviously we have a bit of an issue with the existing ones where they keep randomly crashing. So I'm working on that and a small feature to add to them in the meantime while we still build the new ones. Once this is done, I will be then implementing the server list information into this server as well, so that the new bridge then is almost ready, short of converting it to the new server system. Once I've done that, I will be then working in game, working on various things. For example, you know, when you have your cars under the map and they're endlessly falling, I'll be creating a system that automatically deletes them. So that way we don't have cars just falling, as the fighter is currently saying in issue reporting in the Discord there. So that kind of addresses what I was just saying. I don't know if you want to repeat that for him, Davey. Maybe recommend he watches a stream there.
Yeah, thank you.
So, why is this string not working? Input array is currently all. Why is it all? Don't understand that, but hey ho. Remaining text equals input dot replace. Can we do a replace? JS replace string replace substring once. Okay, so what we do is we replace command dot to string, comma, with nothing. Awesome, that works. Okay. We now have basic chat. Sorry, basic server to client chat, but not the other way around. Well, I suppose you could read it in the server if you wanted to, but it's really not worth that, I wouldn't have said. So that's that bit done. Now, let's create the heartbeat system quickly, because then we can see if that works. And then once that's done, that should be this server ready to be pushed to the existing servers, and hopefully should be almost 99.9% reliable, he says,
Stuff.
and hopes.
Do you know what was causing them to crash before?
Yeah, so I'll show you actually if you're watching the stream.
Yeah, I'm in.
Let me pull up the IP address. Discord. Which server is currently gone down, was it?
I don't know. I'm not sure which ones are there. I'm just trying to catch up on the.
New servers will not incorporate a method of deleting the falling vehicles. That's not actually controlled by the server. That will be in the client, which I will actually do in this stream in a little bit. I just want to get this server back in first.
Okay.
Where did someone say that this server had gone down? I can't find it. Was it in general?
Looking through. Someone ticket 127, maybe.
127. Alright, sure, that works as an example. What is that? 34245.
Yeah.
34245. That's the main development server. Yeah, I'm not going to do that one.
Okay.
I wonder if South America is down. Let's have a look. There we go. Okay, there we go. So yes, this one is down, which it will be back online shortly, as I will make this the first server to test against. So you see here, E timeout. That is the reason it's crashing. And that is caused by a client doing something.
Okay.
I don't know what specifically causes it, but I can at least handle it, preventing it from crashing.
Go ahead.
If that makes sense?
Yep. So it's an actual client. It's not the server itself necessarily. It's a client doing something.
It's a client causing something in the connection. I mean, it's possible it is the server, but since it says SOC error rather than TCP server error, and yes, I did distinguish them in the code itself, it essentially means that it's a connected client that is causing the issue. So yeah, that's what's going on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a set interval function open bracket close bracket done new line. There we go, comma. Now how often should we have this occur? I suppose if we update every 30 seconds. you typing an essay there?
Oh, sorry, I'll mute myself.
No, no, you're okay. I was just curious.
No, I'm just trying to get this, like, do step by steps for the guy who can't connect to the server, I think, is this issue. Also, Sakano asked, what happens if you join a server with a modded car?
So when joining the server with modded vehicles, you well, depending on define modded. If you are using, for example, a car that you've downloaded, something that isn't an original car that exists in BeamNG as it's on its own, then what will happen is everyone else will see it as the standard blue D-series pickup truck. If it's a custom configuration for an original car, then not a lot will happen. Worst case scenario is they end up with the vehicle but in its default settings, or it will load very, very close to what you're using. It just won't have the same power if they were to use it on their end, for example.
Yeah. So and in my case, I tried it with Spect not too long ago. He saw my car, but like the wheels were an odd distance and nothing quite fit properly on it.
Yeah, again, probably comes down to the fact that you're using a modified vehicle.
Yeah. And alternatively, if the other person has the same modded car, as in one that's not originally in the game, they may be able to see it.
Potentially.
Yeah. Buy the milk.
Sorry?
Buy the milk?
Just a piece of code that I copied because it saves me writing out the whole thing. Saves me some time.
Fair enough.
So we send players, which is there.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's that?
Okay, quite funny. So the Gavril with lots of power.
Essentially, you could have, for example, a car with a jet engine strapped to it that will go insanely fast. But on the other player's end, it'll just be a pickup truck that's going really, really fast.
And I think I've seen someone with a plane mod before, but I didn't have the plane mod, so it was
Yeah,
just a
you had a
B-15 flying
pickup
full
truck
star.
flying around. Okay, so we now have a system that requests. Okay, we wouldn't actually post, we'd do a GET request. Okay, there we go. So what we here now have is on startup, we get our server ID
Mm-hmm.
after we ping the new backend server, which is currently running right here. And then every 30 seconds, we then send data to the server containing things like player count and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then the server returns it?
Essentially, yes. Well, no. It returns okay, to put it simply. But
Okay.
it does return back to the server, but actually what all you're doing is sending that information to the backend, which then the bridge pulls the information from in order to present a server list.
Ah, I see.
But each server must send that to the backend. You can't have the backend tell the server to give me information because obviously it doesn't know where the servers are.
No, okay. So you're telling the server to send it to the back end, and then the back end can be pulled from, or rather, the bridge can pull from the back end.
Yeah.
Nice. So is that implemented? Have you just
I've
managed
just
to
done
do
it.
that now? Sakano's asked, is it possible to open a server on my PC like a remote host?
Technically, yes. However, we're not releasing the server code right now because of the fact of how many issues there are still in running it. And we did originally run public available server code, but the trouble was a lot of people kept coming back saying, how do I do this? How do I do that? Rather than reading the tutorials. And even then, after they read the tutorials, they were still struggling with simple things that should have been self-explanatory when it comes to running a server. For example, port forwarding. So
Yeah.
we have currently, for the time being, taken that down from public access until the new server is ready, which will be almost entirely automated.
Will you still need to put forward for it?
Yes. There is nothing we can do about that, though.
No. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a game or software where, unless it's you know, like a closed lobby or something, if you try and host a server, you always have to have it put forward.
Yep, exactly. And the same applies here.
Yeah. And subsequently, there's so many tutorials on put forwarding. You know, it
Exactly,
really shouldn't be an issue for people.
Or sometimes your router can be the difficult part to know how to deal with, because there are so many different types of router and software that they run on out there now that it becomes more complex.
Yeah. Hey, Spec.
Hello.
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 So, how's the progress?
It's going all right.
From what I've just
We,
gathered, it's just basically implemented the rudimentary process of which the bridge can get information about the servers.
yes.
So hopefully we'll have a server list soon.
Very, very soon.
And at least then it'll get rid of people. Well, I say get rid of, it'll help alleviate people who keep on asking if the servers are up or down or whatever.
Exactly, that's what I'm hoping.
So kind of asked, I'm not quite sure on the wording of this, how many servers it gives actually.
How many servers what gives?
I'm not sure. Is that how many you can run off a computer simultaneously, maybe? Is that what you mean? And then Larmageddon asked, if you don't mind me asking, how did you come across to modding BeamNG, as it's a huge undertaking?
Good question. So, I came to doing this because I personally have two brothers, and both of them, including myself, really quite like the game BeamNG. The trouble was, being brothers, obviously, and with computers, we play games, and 9 times out of 10 we try to play multiplayer together. And this was one of the games that we all liked, and none of us had multiplayer for it, and even worse, multiplayer didn't even exist for it. Now this was about maybe 5 years ago that we looked at that, and at the time I wasn't able to do it, and so that was just left as it was. And then I came back to this, what must be a year ago now, and was like, let's take another look at what we could do for multiplayer now that I've been programming for, a few more years, by which point I'd had 4 years experience programming in various languages. So I thought, okay, it's time to have a look at this. How can we make this happen? So I started asking some questions around on the BeamNG forums, how to integrate into various parts of the game, how to pull certain pieces of information, and so on and so forth. And once I felt I had enough information and I was able to pull enough data from the game, I decided, okay, now it's time to take that step and start making a multiplayer. And that was when I finally got around to putting up a post a little while after that on the forums saying would people be interested in a local multiplayer and getting people's feedback. And obviously everyone went wild and wanted it. So that was what we did. And, you know, as time progresses, here's where we are now. That's how I came to doing this. Okay, so what data do we have here? I don't think it's res that we want. There will be many more servers coming, but right now the focus is on getting things more stable. Once things are more stable, there will be 4 servers for each region. So 4 for East Coast USA, 4 for West Coast USA, 4 for South America, 4 for Australia, and so on and so forth. Scroll again. Need to find my data in here out of all of this. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, incoming message. Where is my data? My dad would probably never play any of this with me. He always hated us sitting there playing computer games, and even worse, he always hated me being on my computer all the time. Until he now realized that I work for a cybersecurity company and that all that time I spent on my computer, you could argue paid off. I have a degree in computer science as well now as a result of it.
Right. I have a degree in biology, so I'm good at finding bugs.
Go find the bugs in the code. If only it worked like that.
To be fair, I did most of my degree looking at DNA,
Oh,
which I
interesting.
suppose is a type of biological code.
Yeah, definitely. We are in the UK. However, the 2 EU servers are actually based in Finland. Both of them are on gigabit internet connections with 0 millisecond pings. So really, it's fine for anyone in the EU, or should be. Parameters, none. Query, none. That's the problem. The data isn't sent with it.
Where are you seeing these questions?
Uh, I believe these are actually the YouTube comments.
Oh,
I'll send you the link if you want to spec.
Okay. We need to look at the server and what's going on here. Something is wrong in terms of how I want it to operate.
hey Dave,
Hello.
do you want to do some labs or rock crawling or something in BeamNG now?
Oh, I really want to try rock crawling.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I can jump on.
Uh, I'm trying to think which would be the least worst server for us because I'm really far away from you.
There we go.
I can join the American server if you want. I don't think my ping's too bad.
Let's try that then. Which map would be good for rock crawling?
Is there a Utah map on one?
On USA, I don't
Oh, I
think
would
so.
love to join you on that.
Come on,
Do you
Fitch,
want
have a
to?
bit of playtime.
Sorry?
Have a bit
Do you
of
want to take a
playtime.
break?
No, I'm not taking a break. I want this done.
Oh, sorry,
It's 20 minutes to midnight. I need to get a shower. I need to get to sleep because I've got work again tomorrow. I work every day of the week nearly. And then I do this in the evening.
I can hear Dave installing the wheel for napkin.
Yeah, sorry.
I heard it too. I am tempted to join you. Really, really tempted to join you. I tell you what, should we do it? Should we
Yeah.
just do it
Yes.
anyway?
Yes.
What are we gonna do? 20 updates a second?
No, much more. I was playing 55 yesterday with my friend.
Whoa. Thing is, I don't know if I can do that and stream.
Ah, let me do some calculations here.
Okay, you do some calculations. I'm gonna try and make this work.
Let's try 33. But no, more.
Alright, what am I doing? Okay.
You need to go to your documents, BMG, Lua, GE extensions, so we can increase the tick rate.
That's it. That's the badger. Okay. G, the GE extensions.
Update ge.lua
That's, yep.
and then edit your local position tick rate for 0.025.
That's weird. This file has been modified by another program.
What the fuck?
It has.
Is your no? What the fuck?
No idea. Oh, it's okay. I've opened it. I'll see if it saves. What have you changed it to? 0.025.
25. Yes.
0.025. Bro. Oh, Christ, that just changed the destination of it. Okay, cool. Now, oh, which server are we on? Utah one.
Utah is Europe, but let's go that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm installing my wheel also.
Good old trusty G27.
Yeah, it's really old. I'm really happy that it doesn't. It's still working fine till this day.
Yeah, same. I think mine's approaching like 7 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah, mine also. I bought the first year that it launched.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes. I just the only problem I had was with the age shifter, because it started losing precision, and sometimes when I try to use first gear, it was on third, and other problems. But
See,
opening it and putting a lot of uh, what's that lubricant? Something 40,
yeah, WD-40.
double D40. Yes, it took a bath in double D40, and now it's working again, so can't complain.
If
Note to
WD.
self: don't take anything electronic to you. Hey, at the end of the day, if it worked, it worked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna where do you guys want to spawn? Is campsite near a good trail?
Let's spawn where everyone spawned, auto
Forward?
repair zone, and then we go search for some rocket calling stuff.
Okay.
I'm searching for the IP. It's 95
Larmageddon, yes, I do streams almost daily, but I can't promise that either because, like I said, I do work like 5 days a week. Plus, I have a girlfriend, my own house, and everything, and family. So, obviously, just keep in mind that the streaming and the working on this project, they're all a case of in my free time around everything else.
There is just one problem with your multiplayer teach.
Yes, only one.
Only oh no. Now we have some, but when you finish it and it gets to a point that it is where we want it to reach, there will still be one problem.
Hmm.
Is it's that you are going to make me spend a lot of money buying a new computer so I can play better with a
Oh,
lot
I'm
of
sorry
people.
about that, but just how it has to be.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You just have to go AMD. Get one of those really juicy Threadrippers. The new what have they released? A 32 core, 64 thread.
No, my God. They also have the Threadripper with 64 cores and 128 threads, but that's not a consumer version. It's a server version, I believe.
I will
Ah,
take
that's
one of
fine. I
them.
can still buy it.
Yeah. I'm using a. Oh, I don't know how to speak numbers in English, man. But I have my processor is 9 years old.
Is it like an i7 3770K?
No, it's even older. It's 2600K. How do you pronounce it? 2600K.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
No, there is one better version to pronounce it, I believe.
2600, 2600.
Oh, 2600. Okay, 2600K. That's my processor. But at least my it's not really that processor. I have a internal from Intel internal version, internal testing version.
Right.
Sounds good,
So
Larmageddon.
it's really good on the Silicon Lottery.
How the hell did you get a testing version?
If I told you, okay, I have one friend that
To kill me.
understands. Huh?
If you tell me you're gonna have to kill me, is that what
Yeah,
you're gonna say?
yeah, no, no. I was gonna say that, but nah. I have one friend that understands nothing from computers, and he asked me if he could, if I could help him to to build a new computer. And I said, yes, just don't make the same mistakes as me, because I had bought the 600K, and it was really powerful for the time, but my GPU was really weak. So I said to him, buy a weak CPU and a better GPU. And then he went to one guy that sells computer and did the opposite. And the guy that sold him the computer never said anything to him about the CPU. He said to my friend that it was a 2600K. But some years later, my friend was going to travel abroad, and he asked me if I wanted to buy his computer for cheap.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I bought his computer, and when I opened it, when I started it, it was 300 megahertz slower than a 2600K CPU. So it
Yeah.
was what? It's not a 2600K, but it was 4 cores and 8 threads, and that frequency was not found in any other CPU with that cores and threads. So I
Huh.
started, what the fuck? And then I opened his computer and took out the cooler, and it's written there, internal use only, not for sale, and
Oh my god.
Malay, sei lá o quê. So,
That's pretty ace. That's mint.
uh, so I just swapped my to 600K and sold my older one, and it can handle a lot of overclocks, but like a lot. I can put
Yeah.
anything in here and it works, just works. The only problem is the thermals.
Full on won the Silicon Lottery kind of thing.
Yes. So I am on Utah now. Uh, Let
As
me
am I.
join the server.
Yep, I'm in.
Uh,
It says there's a lot of people in the server. Oh, you've just joined. I've just seen you.
Remember that it
I'm
doesn't clean
working on it.
the
It's
list.
because, yeah, it doesn't clear it. If they quit the game or force quit it rather than actually leaving, it does not clear it, and that's
Oh,
part of this update
I
I'm about to push to you.
I never pressed the lift button, so I'm also guilty of that.
Yep, as am
Shame
I.
on you.
Alt
I do
F4
it
is
as
just so
well.
much faster.
Yes, I always alt F4.
And it looks like everyone else does as well.
Yeah.
Yes. So, do you already have a car?
Yep, I'm in Aroma.
Can you press Ctrl R, please? Let me just see the red text on my
There you
console that will appear. Oh, it wasn't a red text. Where are you? Oh, you are really far away from where I was.
go. Ooh, road trip.
Let me see if I can spawn mine. Yesterday I tried to spawn this config with my friend and it didn't work. Let's see if it works now.
Uh, frozen
Yeah.
loading. Yep, I see it. Bloody hell, that's a big car.
Yay!
Nice wheels.
Thank you. Oh. I believe that you have uh, bigger wheels than that I am receiving because your car is floating.
It's floating.
Yes. Do you have a stock config or do you have a custom config?
Well, it said BeamNG um, official.
So which name is the one that you choose?
It's called Adventure.
Okay. And can you go to Control W and see which tires are you using?
Yeah. Is it just the tires or the rims?
It seems that it's the tires. Like for me, you are using 31x12 R15.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm using.
Huh. Try moving.
Okay.
So when you start moving, no, okay, now it's touching the ground, so we are
Okay.
good to go.
It's got, they are really small tires for the lift and arches on it though.
Yes, it's weird. I just not when you stop, your suspension contracts and your car starts floating, but then it extends again. So yeah,
Oh, weird.
it's kind of weird. But
It might,
let's go. I
sweet.
don't know where we can go to do croc crawling. I
I don't know either, really. I haven't explored Utah very much. I mean, I
ye-
imagine that down here, have they made this a little runoff track?
Let me just lower my graphic settings. Don't have anything else that I can lower.
change the gearbox. There we go. Oh, look at those silky smooth updates.
Yeah. Aren't Teach going to join us?
Let's
I
see if
will
he's-
soon. Just let me try and figure this. It's really, really annoying me that it's not working.
No
this,
rush. Is it possible to go down there?
Yep.
It seems really steep. Oh my god.
Easy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your suspension's updating really weirdly. Your
Yes,
suspension. fully-
yours also.
Huh. How bizarre. So will it
But
update
if
now? Will suspension go down?
yeah, it's weird. Sometimes it contracts, sometimes it doesn't. But if you
Yeah.
ignore the suspension, it's fine.
Ha! I've done it.
You done what?
Made it send data correctly.
It seems that Dave is breaking his shifter.
Oh, sorry, it's really close to the microphone.
Yeah. It's like bah! Every gear change.
Knocking it into gear. I have a funny feeling we should have gone the other way. We just come up back to the road.
Yeah, that. Okay, we can go. We can try here on the left.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think my car can go up here. It's really steep. Let's see.
Yeah, can if you've got low range and all your diffs locked.
Oh, oh, oh! It's going. It's going. Oh, yay! It worked. Kinda.
Oh god. Come on, car. Come on. Come on.
Your car is shaking like you are probably spinning your tires up there.
Just a little bit.
Oh, dead end. Oh, oh! There's a rock there.
Oh yeah. I just saw you kind of like levitate over one. That's... Oh god, yeah. What the hell
Oh,
did I just
oh,
hit? That's weird. I think my rear axle caught a rock.
oh! Oh my god, my engine got this one. Let me
Oh,
reverse.
the flex on your car then was awesome, dear. The suspension updated perfectly.
Nice. Yes, this is a custom config. I made the suspension really, really soft. Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh god.
oh my god! Oh!
Oh no! I mean,
My car was bouncing on its front.
oh god, no!
Oh, here you go! Your car did the same. Man, it's really smooth to see.
Come on. There we go.
Cheater.
It's okay, I've got a little bit of damage to the side, but
Oh,
who needs wing mirrors?
let me see. I'm trying to see if we can go up somewhere that uh, I don't want to go to a dead end, if you know.
Yeah.
On the right is always dead end. On the left,
I think on the left will probably be the only way we can go. We'll have to go down into
Bob.
this. Oh yeah, there's a little trail.
Bob is joining also. Okay, I'll follow you. Oh, oh, you are really fast for the trail.
Oh no.
Man.
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Oh my god. Ah, sorry, sorry. Oh, oh.
Oh no.
Hello.
I think we went too fast.
Okay, my car is a little bent, but it still works.
If I turn my steering wheel full lock right, it drives straight.
Okay, you need to reset your car. I will reset mine also.
Oh,
A-
so
And
close. There we go. Reset.
let me see to the left here. I think. Oh, oh,
The diffs unlocked.
really need to put a shortcut for locking and unlocking the diffs.
Yeah.
Okay, can go right here. Oh, oh,
Oh, that's quite a steep incline for the track.
really nice.
I feel like we're going backwards down the trail again.
Yes, we are. Oh, oh,
Ooh.
do you see my wheel going?
Yeah. Both wheels are-
I'm trying to seek. Uh, I wanted to go to a. There is one trail on the other side of the map that we can go like fast rallying, like oh, how it's called? Dakar. Hali Dakar. I,
Huh? What are we
I don't know
talking
how do you pronounce it. Dakar. Ah, fuck
about? Oh,
it.
Dakar.
Yes.
Oh, your car's quite a lot faster than mine.
Oh, there is one trail here. Let's try it. On the left.
Yep.
I just where I think it's here. No, where does it start? I saw a trail. I don't know where it starts.
Oh, yeah, I see one as well.
Let me go free cam.
Guys, hello. Are you
Hello.
muted now?
Hello.
Yes, we are. We saw you
Uh,
join, but
could
we
you
don't have.
could you please spawn a new vehicle? I am testing stuff. Just spawn a new vehicle and then you can remove.
Okay, I will try that. Are you
Well,
doing?
spawn and drive for a little bit. I am testing a new system.
Okay, new vehicle.
Are you doing that, Dave?
Yeah, I'll spawn a new vehicle.
Okay, I will wait then.
Okay. I might go for the hopper. I haven't driven the new hoppers yet. Let's see. Spawn new. Go. Okay, should be in.
Oh yes, it's spawning.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh my
It's
god.
working.
Okay. 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 Um, that's okay. Thank you.
Is that okay?
That's. I don't know if that okay is bad or good.
Yeah.
Is he still here? Okay, he's here.
Yeah, I disconnected because I need to fix what I have.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
Guys.
Then it's the bad. Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Sounds like everything's
anyway,
fine.
continue. Oh, shut up.
Have you removed your hopper?
Yeah. Hang on,
Okay.
I'll go. I'm gonna go back into the thinker. Remove current. There we go. I've deleted it.
Okay. I can see that it starts really up there, but we can take a shortcut because we have these kind of cars. So
Off-road vehicles. Which do you reckon it goes left or right?
I believe. Okay, let's. Oh, oh, oh! This is solid.
You found me.
I found a solid tree.
You found the only solid tree.
Yeah. Uh, I don't
Maybe,
know.
maybe left.
Okay.
Or is that where it starts? Oh, could be where it starts, to be honest.
See ya.
Holy shit.
Oh, 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 oh! No, not a good idea. No.
Oh, that's not the track.
Okay, I destroyed my car. Oh my god, my wheel.
Car's okay, but it's very damaged. I lost my
Okay, we let's go the other way. We are going to the same way that we were before.
Okay. I might pop it into rear wheel drive only mode and unlock all my diffs. There we
Okay,
go.
I'm rear wheel drive also.
I'm ready for a bit of fun.
Oh, oh! I was locking my I was locking my diff and I forgot to look to the front. Oh, it's spinning a lot.
I've got a really anemic engine in this. I've got my foot down and it's really struggling.
Oh, you need to brake here. You need to brake.
Need to brake. Okay. Oh yeah.
I will go to the right here.
Yep. Ooh, avoid the
Whoa!
rock.
Doristo!
Oh no, I don't have the.
I have a snorkel. Let me go to here. It was really a good idea to go put it in rear-wheel drive. Oh,
You've got a way more fun car than mine. Mine's sticking too much, I think.
do you want
Oh,
to
little jump.
upgrade your engine?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I should. I need to put like a stage 2 supercharger on it.
Okay, I'll stop my car.
Okey-dokey. Guarantee this will blow up the engine. Engine. Long block. Exhaust manifold. Stock intake. There we go. I'll put a stage 1. We'll start it nice and gentle. There we go. Okay.
Let me see. Ah, as I suspected, it's under the water.
Oh, is it actually?
Teach, please, flicks.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Let me see. If you move your other. Oh no, it doesn't work.
I'll refresh it.
Yeah. Okay. Now I have two falling underwater.
Shit. Um,
I really don't know what we can do to fix it.
no, I'm not
Besides leaving and joining again.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
do that.
try
What?
leaving.
Wattage?
Just do that.
Yeah, I am afraid it can bring other problems because my car finally worked. But okay. Okay, I finally pressed leave.
Yeah, I've left. I'm just restarting everything now. Apparently I've joined.
Okay, I joined it again.
Should I spawn in first?
Okay.
Spawn new. Okay, I've spawned a new car. This time I've gone for a config which I think naturally has more power anyway.
Okay. Have you received my car?
Can you see it?
No, and my console has nothing.
Weird. Okay. I'll Oh, I was pressing Shift R instead of Control R.
Oh,
There we go.
oh. Nice, you are inside of me.
Oh. Oh, this one doesn't
Okay.
have lockable diffs.
Oh,
Oh well, I'm sure it doesn't need it.
yeah, I wouldn't be so sure. But
Yeah.
or is it a limited split diffs?
I'm guessing it must be limited by default.
So,
Hopefully, anyway.
oh,
You in?
I am by your side. Can't you see me?
Nope, can't see you.
Oh, Control R. Look at your console, please.
Oh, you're in. Yep, I can see you. Right, let's go.
Yay! Yay!
Easy. Easy fix. Yeah, this one's a lot more powerful.
Let me try one thing.
Oh, we're going left or straight on?
Let me just free cam to see which seems more
Yes.
fun.
Straight on.
Yes, straight seems more fun. Oh, a lot more fun. Let's go there. I think we are going to have a little surprise. Oh,
Oh no.
oh.
I got a bit too ambitious into that corner.
Yeah.
Oh, it spits flames out the side. What the hell? Straight on up and over? or...
Straight. Up. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
oh no!
I was right behind you and I saw you flying and oh shit, I can't do anything.
You better lead. Seeing as you know where you're going. Oh, I stole it.
I can't see the track. Is it? Okay, it's here.
Come on,
Are you,
car.
are you
This
following
is-
me?
Yep, I am. This is a super bumpy track.
Yeah. My soft suspension is okay. Power, power,
Oh,
power.
no way. Oh, I just hit something.
Oh, why? Oh, oh, oh,
Just hit a rock.
oh. Okay,
Oh, no. Did you make it?
I kinda made it,
You
but
almost made it. It's probably a
I
good job.
blew my exhaust blew, and I lost my spare tire. But it's working. My car is working.
I hit the sign that told us where the jump was. Alright, I'm gonna enable
Okay.
forward.
Uh, I blew my front drive shaft and my exhaust. So.
I'm on my way. You better squeeze out the way.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
no!
oh,
Oh!
man!
Oh no!
We should be recording this. It's really. Oh my god.
Oh, I lost a wheel.
Yes, I can see it. It's up here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Um.
At
Well,
least on my end, it's up here.
I'm gonna retry it.
Okay.
Looks like
You can
I've
press.
got.
You can hold insert, so you can go back, 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 back.
Oh yeah, that's a super good idea. Super good
It's really fun to see your car.
time travel.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get
You're going
more
to need a
speed.
lot of speed. A lot.
Okay, this is it. This is the one.
I'm watching you.
Oh god.
Oh, oh, oh,
Oh
oh.
no.
That's
Oh,
not a lot of speed. That's
oh,
not good.
I left the side. Okay. Again, another one. This time I'm gonna go slightly off canter. There we go. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start in second gear. Let's go.
You don't seem really fast. You don't seem fast enough.
It's not fast enough. Oh
Oh, oh, oh.
no.
It was worse than the other time.
I can't get enough speed. It won't go fast enough.
These are. Are you changing your gears at the right time?
Yeah, well, I thought I was. I can maybe increase the amount of boost, maybe.
Press insert. No, 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 no. Don't increase. Oh, change your.
I've changed my RPM limit so it's increased a little bit, so I can hopefully.
But if you press. Oh God, you press it.
Oh,
Oh, yes, it's under the water now.
oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that bit reset it as well.
Yes, it does. Fuck me.
Oh,
Okay. Leave. Bridge. Open bridge. Control L. Start connection on bridge. Join the server. Hey! Oh, I am under the map.
alright.
Are you on the map on the server?
Yeah, back on the server. I'll just spawn in my car now.
Okay.
Wasn't thinking at all.
And I tried to stop you, but I wasn't fast enough.
I know. And I was even listening to you like, oh, it's fine. I'll just click OK. I was like,
Okay, I have your car.
bro,
I will try spawn mine.
we'll just have to redo the jump again.
Okay, I will also redo then.
Oh,
Let me get behind you, and we try to go together. So I'm going
maybe
to
maybe you
record.
can give me a nudge midair.
Yeah, sadly we can't. Teach, please fix. I'm just joking, okay?
I know.
Okay.
All right. That's,
Where are you? Okay, we're coming.
yeah. Oh god, the suspension isn't forgiving on this car.
Why is my FPS so low? Just a second.
Have you still got my car falling through the earth or something? Okay. I mean, first person view. This is it. You ready to go?
No, not yet. Something is limiting my computer performance. Let me see. Okay, I'm using. Oh no, I'm my GPU using just 50%, but my CPU. Okay, it's the CPU. Fuck me. Okay, I can try one thing. Let me close this. No, it's not this. Where is it? Ah, sorry, just 1 second.
It's alright. Why are the reflections so bad yet? I've got them turned up so high.
I think the best that this game can do is not a lot. Okay, I'm closing some stuff on my computer, so. Okay, it should be at least acceptable now. Yay, 61 FPS.
Hey. Right, are you sure you want me to lead, considering my car's slower?
Yes, I have nitros, so I can give you some space and
Boost.
then I just press
Okay.
the
So you've got
Fast and
that.
Furious button.
You cheat. Alright, I'm gonna go now. Oh, understeers. So bad. Yeah.
Oh,
Understeer.
no, abort. I am, I am rolling over.
Oh.
I will just insert. I'm
Lamageddon.
lazy.
It is
Let me
complex
try going here.
and interesting at the same time, to be honest. What I'm working with right now is trying to get it so that it works
You
in
start with that.
an updatable
Come,
log
come here.
almost of the server information.
This is a good idea. Oh,
Oh my god,
no.
Oh no.
Oh, my car made a nose stand and has slightly bent the chassis. Okay, I've got to
I,
stop recording now because it's filling up my hard drive.
okay. I'm not sure why, but uh,
Oh, it stopped already.
my car was really slow this time.
Oh, I think my hard drive filled up before it got to the good bit.
Do you have so little space?
Cannot render file. Okay. Huh. How annoying. Yeah,
You can
my
try again
primary.
if you want to.
Oh no, never mind. There it is. I found it. It was recording.
Okay.
Are you here? Are you
Hello,
joining
Tito.
us?
I will try again because I wasn't able to fly correctly.
Oh my god.
Oh, made it.
Dude, you got it just as I clicked off record.
Uh, okay, everything seems to be working. Oh my god, my suspension. Okay, I'm gonna fix it. Okay. Let me transfer case. Okay. Doristo. Oh my god!
Oh no! I'm not sure I hit that square. Oh god, I'm rolling over.
How did you flew so high?
It's got really hard suspension. um, left looks good.
Okay,
I might need to click insert. My car's looking very bad. There we
okay. I was thinking the problem on my end, but now that you pressed insert, it's working fine. It was like with the nose down.
Oh. Oh god. Oh god, I was looking at you.
Oh,
You okay?
yes, I almost hit a rock and I am rolling over.
Oh no!
I almost got it. A little push here, please. Okay, thank you.
See, when we have collision, I can push you off that.
Yeah. Imagine if we could use node grabbing, so you
You
could
can.
grab my car. No, we can't.
Oh, dude.
I already tried.
You can't do
Dude,
node
dude,
grabbing on
dude,
your
dude.
own vehicle.
Okay, on my own, yes, but I wanted to weld my car to his, so he
Oh,
could
it's
push
like
me.
a winch.
Yes, exactly.
Look at this. There's a giant uphill. Oh, where's my car?
Yes, nice find.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Okay, let me transfer case, differential. Are you going RWD?
Come on, car. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, oh, oh,
Oh
no,
no.
no, no, no,
Oh
no,
no no
no,
no no
no, no.
no. Oh, that's so close. Oh, just flip over. Flip over. Flip over. Don't.
Oh, 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 ouch, ouch, ouch.
Oh.
Yay! Everything's fine.
Great.
I will go first.
Come on.
Oh, oh, oh. It's lacking power. Oh,
Oh no. Come
Hey,
on.
it's working.
Shit.
what's working?
Backend and new server.
Whoa.
Awesome. So we've got working serverless now.
No, you've got the basics of the working backend to server. I still have to modify the bridge to be able to present it.
Okay.
But the basics, well, actually,
Oh.
I'd say it's probably about 70% of it is now there.
Okay, I need the transfer case. I was just spinning my rear tires. Let me see. Oh, reach tarmac. Tarmac. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Ooh. Straight
Do you
ahead.
want to go? Okay.
Danger, do not enter. Let's do it. I put a lowercase on. Oh, I'm gonna go in first person view. Oh, I like how I
Thank
can
you.
see your lights as well.
Yes. A lot of games you can't see it, but this one can. Thank you, Teach.
What's that?
Uh, I was thanking you for making the lights work because we are on a dark place here.
Oh,
God.
that's okay.
Oh, oh god. Okay, very close.
Everything okay? Oh, everything okay down back there?
Yep, everything's
My
good.
soft suspension was going really fine, and you. Oh, oh, oh!
Ooh.
Now this is rock crawling.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Thankfully, my car is not wide. I made it not too wide.
So
Okay,
close.
okay. Oh, 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 oh. Okay.
This is fine.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
oh
I
no.
have one wheel down there, and the other one is
You want to
sleeping.
reverse?
I don't think reverse is going to fix it. No, I don't know. Let me try reversing. No, no.
No. Oh no 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 no.
Okay, I will go to the front. Oh my god, this is. Oh my god, this is sketchy.
Dude, you are a solid 45-degree angle. Floor, floor, floor.
No, see ya.
So close.
Oh my god. Yeah. Let me try again. Sorry, I'm cheating.
God, you come way far back.
Yes, you are going to lead now.
Alright, hang on. I'm gonna go back in first person view. It's way more terrifying. Oh no.
I don't think we can go there. Maybe if we scrap on the wall. Scrape. Scrape on the wall. Oh god, it's you looking at you it seems really easy.
Yeah, I just knocked over my fuel can though. The beams are too slow. Too low rather. Alright, ready to go. Oh god, my roof's hitting the things.
Oh it really is.
I've
God
got everything on
it's
my roof rack.
it's really
Oh,
pretty to see. Oh, on the first person view.
oh, no, not this way.
No? What?
That's a dead end.
Are you sure?
It is.
Okay.
Recording stopped due to insufficient disk space.
Oh, a there was another uh
Hmm.
how do we say it?
Hang on. If you reverse, I'll let you go in front. You can have a look.
Okay. Let me just
There you go. I'll pull in here.
Oh uh now I need to buy a VR also to look around.
Yeah, VR would be so good in this.
I agree.
Titch, please.
What?
You can add VR.
VR would work as part of the game. I don't need to do that for this.
God, that's a really tight corner.
Oh,
Holy
oh,
shit.
I am scraping on the wall.
Oh,
I don't know
eyes and mirrors.
how aren't you stuck with your high roof?
I can only assume that it's been knocked off because I haven't actually looked. It's probably disappeared.
Okay, where are we? Oh,
Oh god. Oh, I definitely lost my roof rack then. Yeah, I lost all the lights on my roof rack and my spare tire.
so oh, there's oh, let's go 180 degrees.
Okay. I appreciate how you could have said let's turn around, but you went for 180 instead.
My brain is over something, as you can see, because I'm trying to remember a lot of words that I am not used to use.
That's right. Oh god.
Uh,
Oh god.
I found a legit rock
Oh,
crawling.
crawling spot.
Yes, it's legit.
Okay, let's do this. I've got rate
I
reduction on my car, seeing as I no longer have roof rack stuff.
And you also lowered your center of gravity.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm spinning, so okay, got traction. Oh man, I love the suspension works this game.
Okay, let's set the
You're-
update to... How often should the servers update their information? I'm thinking about 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
yeah, 30 seconds seems quite a lot. Like,
We'll go every
what
20
information?
seconds.
It's only going to say which map is it, and if it's. Oh no,
Map
you are going to
and
update
and
players.
player count, yes.
So I believe 15 seconds would be. Okay, I got stuck. My differential is grabbing on this rock. Are you fine down there? You don't seem really.
I think I've lost front wheel drive.
Oh my god.
I think. I can't tell. I don't think this car has very good diffs. Come on, car.
Oh
Come
my
on.
god. Oh my
Come
god.
on. Come
You
on.
are punishing it so hard.
Oh, coolant overheating. Oh god. Come on.
Oh, you hit that. Oh my god.
Oh. Okay, there's quite a lot of smoke coming out of my car. Do you just do like a 360?
No, I'm stopped.
Oh, you've gone like.
Do you perhaps have. Oh no. Okay. Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Am I fixed?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I believe it's because I wasn't braking, so your game thought that I was going down.
Ah.
But I was
Oh,
holding it on my shift on my. Oh, you said, "Oh no!" I looked to the right and you were rolled over.
oh no.
Oh no! Oh no again!
I just really wants her to vote. Right, stay.
No! Oh
Oh,
no!
okay. Again, but this time stay there. Okay,
Oh,
okay. Floor. There we go.
Thank you, Chris.
Oh, I think I just lost my steering.
Yeah, pretty much Sekono.
you are punishing your car too much.
As you
You're
know, it's
breaking
late.
the car, Samir.
But I
Yeah,
really want to make this finished. I'm done.
Samir, you don't understand. We're breaking the car, Samir.
Samir, stop.
Uh. Oh God.
Oh no.
I don't think we can go much. Oh my god, no. Ouch.
Did I hit you?
Yes, a little bit. Oh my
Thank you,
god,
CT.
you aren't going to stop. You are not going to stop.
Oh,
Okay, everything is fine.
a lot of my car has fallen off.
Now we try to go up here. Oh, let me see.
Are you doing okay, Tish?
Slowly getting there.
Yay!
Oh, you actually got it?
Yes, I got
I think the problem I'm facing is that my wheels are pointing in two different directions.
it. No, that's fine. That's normal.
You know, you'd think that would mean more traction. Oh no, not this again. Go backwards, there we go. Oh god, drive shaft broken. That's it.
Yay!
If I quickly refresh it, maybe now it's powerful enough to... No. Come on, car.
I believe there is one rock uh, under your car.
There is. It's really struggling to get off it. Come on. drag it off. Okay. Let's go. Let's do this.
Leroy! Oh my... Oh! You are... You are not... You are... Oh my god.
Oh no.
You are not gentle with your car.
Come on. Come on. Oh!
No, that wasn't a good idea.
That had to hurt.
Come on.
Now my car is a V. If you look from the up from the top. Okay, I believe we reached the dead end. Maybe to the right there is something up there.
There's actually a road up there.
Where? Show me the way.
Someone in the YouTube chat just said, "How can you concentrate when it's so loud?"
I know. I just read that as well, and I'm sat here thinking, yeah, I wish these guys would shut up a little bit.
We'll
Just do. Let me just do one thing. See ya.
Nah, in all honesty, you guys are quite loud, but it is nice to have the company.
I know. I'm sorry with that. I think we've finished our little rock crawling thing now.
Let's do something. One horn is to the left, two horns to the right.
Okay. One horn left, two horn right.
Only in BeamNG multiplayer. uh, good question, ZT. The only way that I think that would actually be able to happen is if the developers of the game decided that they wish to incorporate it into it. Otherwise, no, and the only other way that it could be done is through the mod repository. However, this is all things for in the future, and at the moment, the priority is just getting this running much more stable and in better depth. I'm starting to think that we're going to end up with a subreddit on the BeamNG forums or the BeamNG. Sorry, we're going to end up with a chat on either the BeamNG Reddit or the BeamNG forums of quotes relating to BeamNG multiplayer at this rate. So only in BeamNG rally races with driver and caller. So much potential with this.
Why are you trying to go left?
There is a track there.
Left? Yeah, but left up the hill.
Oh, the track isn't left?
No, yeah. I might. Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't
Yes.
see that.
If you
Okay.
look at the tire marks, it's on the left.
How the hell are we supposed to do that? Oh god. Oh
I
god.
will try some speed. Nope.
What is the code I'm looking for this?
That didn't work.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hello, whoever's just joined.
Maybe if we turn before trying to go up. Not that kind of turn.
Oh, you didn't mean roll.
Yeah. I mean on the x-axis, not y. Oh, I mean y-axis. Oh, oh, no. We try.
See, this is why we need to be able to nudge each other.
I don't think it's possible. I don't. I can't think of a car. Oh, maybe the hopper. Hopper.
Hopper might be able to, yeah. Should we try it?
I think it's going to spawn under the map,
Might. Oh god.
but you can try.
Yeah, I'll try and spawn in. I'll keep my original vehicle so that if it does, I'll just delete it.
That's a good idea.
Why is it in automatic? Does it have to be automatic?
Well, I believe the automatic is easier for rock crawling.
Interesting. Okay, well,
Yes.
here it is.
Oh, working.
Hey. Oh god. That's not drive. Where the hell's drive in this? Oh, it's a sequential.
Is
So
it?
it's using the flappy paddles.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's see.
Everything is going fine.
So close.
Oh.
Have you spawned it?
Oh. No. Do you know something?
Davey, you able to help in ticket 137?
Oh, yeah.
Cheers. Or Spetch, either of you.
Can't extract.
Uh, I will leave it to Davey. Dave, I going to leave. So it was really fun until now.
Yeah, I need to go as well.
Oh, I did Alt F4 again. I didn't press leave. Sorry.
So did I. That was good. That was a good little session. I don't know what this app is. let's see if I can try and find the 777. Need this to open the zip folder. I thought Windows 10 came with it pre-installed. Well, not pre-installed. You know, I thought it had a unpacker built in.
Possibly. Okay, so I'm currently just improving reliability of this right now. Yes, Llamageddon, I have actually seen those videos and I have been talking with them a little bit about it. But yes, I am aware of them and their videos and quite happy with them as well.
Okay, I'm going to leave. See you guys.
Okay, buddy. See you
Cheers,
soon.
mate.
See you.
JS check if string is UUID. Oh my gosh, so much stuff to do with this. FR Chris, I suppose technically now a developer is my job and my hobby, really. I actually work for a cybersecurity company where I also deal with software development for in-house applications and stuff. So, yeah, I guess both.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yep. So set interval. If open bracket, close bracket, done. What's going on here? Oh, none of them are important. Okay, if validator dot is what is it? Is UUID. If the body is a valid UUID, then we do that. And we also do that. Else we do this. Oops. Control C. npm uninstall validator. Index running. So now the client receives a new UUID. And hopefully it begins to update it on this end. Okay. So our server is running and it's just connected to the backend. It looks like is running just fine. Let's just let it do a update to it as well. There we go. Now we're going to shut down the server. Done. And then hopefully the backend, sorry, after 30 seconds, should remove it from the server list. So there we go. So the first check has just been run. And then in this next check, it should come out and say old server removed. And then we should have the green text at the top, and then the one beneath should be just a square bracket. I would also like to know how programming work, but it is so much stuff to know and so many languages like Java, C++, and so on. Yeah, it does get quite complicated and long-winded, if I'm honest. Can be very difficult at times. Are you recording in full HD because text on the screen is quite hard to read? Good question. I'm not actually sure what setting it is specifically recording in. However, it is equally fairly difficult to read anyway because what the text is on my screen is actually of a remote server, so it's already a little bit degraded. Okay, so this isn't working.
Great, I just fixed that guy's issue for him.
Ace, nice work.
I have no idea what program he had. He had a really weird, dangerous looking unpacking software.
Yeah, better him than me.
Yep. That's exactly.
Come on, send, there we go, close. Okay, so we should get the servers displayed once, and then in the next run, it should be missing, I hope, providing it works how I want. So currently we're at -12, which means it's about 12 seconds old that we haven't had an update. So normally we would receive another update any second now, but I've stopped it. So that should now report 2044, -44.
Okay.
I don't know why it's negative though. That's kind of interesting. Are you doing it? Yeah, -42. I'm doing this the wrong way around. It should be time now. So we have time now minus old time. Running, run. There we go. That's initial connection set up. And send the first information. Come on. 15 seconds is never long, and then it feels like it's much longer. There we go. Okay, so the server should report something, a value. There we go, 12. Oh, 12 again. Okay, so we're currently, the next value will be 42, but hopefully it will say old server removed. Yes, it could well be the monitor resolution. I'm currently running 1050 by, I think it's 1680, I want to say, but I think that's wrong.
Why are you running such a weird resolution?
It's because that's what my screens are.
Huh. Like so close to full 1080, but not quite.
Yeah, it is. It's difficult. But it's widescreen and it was free, so it works. There we go. It removed the server. Excellent. That works. Now, is there anything else we are missing here? We're missing name. Name, colon, quote, quote, comma. E square bracket ID close square bracket dot name equals D dot name. What would I say is the next step for progress on the server? Sorry, on the mod. Well, at the moment it's to get the server stability increased. As well, the new new bridge contains several bug fixes relating to Java or JavaScript, sorry, errors, and I really want to get that out first, but I can't do that until this new server was done. So what I'm doing is I'm currently working on the existing server, bringing that up to date to be level with the new bridge, and then I can always adapt it when the new server is actually ready. But once that's done, it means that I can actually start getting back to in-game and working on that. So hopefully we're not very far from that now. Bill, you okay? You sure? Yeah, I'm sorry that there's the bridge again, but at the end of the day, I think you don't realize how important that program is. Without that program, you cannot play on any server across the internet. It is not possible because BeamNG doesn't allow connection to anything outside of the local network. So you need that bridge. Okay, there we go, that's that done. Oh, okay, sorry, I thought you meant it as if we're trying to use it as an excuse or something. I assure you that that is not the case. I would much rather be working in-game only, but unfortunately the network handling is kind of a big aspect to do with the fact that this is multiplayer. Okay, so now that that's done, what else did the server need to have edited for this to work? Okay, I suppose we could implement another command. Set _ sv name break. Whoops. Okay, so what we can do, copy that, paste it there, setting server name to okay. I don't remember which server we connected to. That's possibly going to be a problem. Servers. I think it was a South America server. Oh well. We can adapt this accordingly on each end. So there's that, and that, and that. Yeah. Yeah. Why? No, you're okay. And since I start at 10, I'll probably have one tomorrow. Hey, Drifter, welcome back. There we go. And now we do node index. Okay. We now have our first server connected to the backend, as confirmed here. Okay, so the IP is 18231. Sorry, yeah, 231.174.125. Okay, so that is South America. Okay. Can close that. And now, bridge. We can look at trying out the new bridge with this. Or unless I broke it. I could have broken it. I did break it. Okay. Right click, edit with Notepad++. Use RUDP, false. Buffer tools delete npm start. Ace, no crash. Right, Control Shift I. Getting server info. Okay. So script.js. What do you mean, is there any plane? Do you mean plan? Oh, I can't really exactly say when we're looking to, simply because there is so many complicating factors to it. For example, it's difficult for us to say when this will be completely done, because development isn't a case of black and white and it's finished and it's not. It's something that's a forever evolving project, unless you draw the line and say, okay, I can't be bothered to do anymore, or it meets the client's requirements, in which case you're done there as well. Now, for that reason, you know, this will be an always ongoing process, and for that, as a result, I can't say when exactly it'll be done. We're trying to get it done as soon as we can. That much I can say, and as soon as I think it's ready, we will give you it. But obviously there's no point us making it available before then, because it'll add more work for us in trying to explain how to do it all the time to each of you when you ask. I will do so shortly, yes. Good night, I love you too. I'm just trying to finish up this bit, which lists all the servers in the bridge for everyone. And then I think that's where I'm going to call it. Love you.
Are you heading off in a second?
Shortly, yeah. I'm going to get the server list done. Okay, love you too, and I'll see you soon. Love you too, and I'll see you soon. See you soon.
I'm going to jump off now. So I'll
See you tomorrow,
later.
let me know. Oh, okay, Davey. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So we do that, then we do e.keys, and that gives us our specifics. Thank you for the luck, Marin Jins. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. Okay, class server list. So ID equals server dash list. Now let's just check that that is a one of one. Yep. So now we get it. I actually learned how to code myself. I taught myself um, several years ago now, as well, I wanted to make things do what I wanted them to do, and rarely you can find a program to do exactly what you want to do. So I started off by learning web development, really, and went from there. So yeah, I taught myself how to code. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, Honestly, it depends on you personally, I would say. Um, if you're looking to, well, the way I did it is I started off by learning how to program websites using PHP, um, small amount of JavaScript for your front end, HTML, CSS, and I went that way. However, it all depends on what you're more interested in. If you're not likely to do much web development and you're more into building desktop applications, then probably looking at C or C sharp, C++ or C sharp would be better off for you. If you just want to get the very, very basics of programming and the early fundamentals of it, something like Python or Lua would be better off for you in that particular case. Let's quickly have a look at that, test it. Come on. Hey, it almost works. But of course the map hasn't been set. I think this should be different slightly, shouldn't it? I think we should also have name. So location, name, then map. So just between location and map. There we go. Dollar open brace brackets. Control C. Dot name. There we go. $320, $140. There we go, that works. Name, name. So why is that reporting that it's undefined? There we go. We now have our first player list thing. You know what I mean. Okay. Right. So we need JS get ISO location from IP. It's proving a little more difficult than I had hoped. npm get ISO from IP. Search GEOIP. Need to find an option. What is the best way of doing this? what am I looking for here? Work. Okay, that works nicely. And how does it return if we were to try this? Okay, this works. That's good. Yes, the BeamNG team do know what I'm doing. For starters, they put a comment out on the forums and their, what's it called? Reddit thing. Okay. Okay, let's see how this looks. There we go. We now have active location checking on it, which is good. The only question is now how to decide the ping. Okay, I give up. That button's not working. I'll try again tomorrow. Or something along that line. Alright guys, I'm calling it a night. So, I will talk to all of you in the Discord. And we'll carry on tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.